He
Yeah,
also not
yeah,
just pure criminal.
yeah.
No.
But the way how to solve the problem is a problem.
It's like sex education. Do you know? I mean, just the in fact is to minimize the criminal. So is it part of education gitu? Something that has a consequences if you do something bad. It's like
but
into the
but
reality
not that cruel gitu sih.
because the reality world is
Yeah,
so
yeah,
cruel.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
there is no perfect evil in the world, including Mr. Soeharto is never be a perfect evil in this eye of everyone, in this eye of the writer, I think. Many people still think Soeharto is that hero.
Yeah, if we ask to our parents, our grandparents, maybe they will think that Soeharto is a hero.
Karena SMA salah satu dawa bahasa Yosni Ramadan, we're going to close our Instant Story episode 13 with fact number 2 and fact number 1. So, sir, you may read the fact number
The
2.
apocalyptic riot.
Yeah.
In response to the student killings, the whole of Jakarta went into meltdown. For 2 days, citizens rioted. At Plaza Klender in the city's east, someone lit a fire in an apartment store full of looters.
So cool.
The resulting inferno killed 486 people. Inside it, maybe, yeah.
That's so stupid.
Just
Yes.
burn them in one building, yeah.
They loot and they burn them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who is
Across
this
the
person?
city, shops were smashed and plundered. Their owners barely escaping with their lives. In the violence that followed, gangs used to cover to attack the modern ethnic Chinese. Others stalked Jakarta's buses, raping any Chinese women they found. The riot sealed Suharto's fate. As the
okay.
death toll climbed beyond 1,000, his supporters deserted him all across the country. Finally, 10 days after the rioters first ripped Jakarta apart, the elderly dictator was forced to step down. In a brief televised ceremony, he transferred power to his deputy and bowed out of politics. Thus, ended one of the longest and bloodiest dictatorships in modern history
In the
the world. We have the same thought, yeah?
Yes. So cool, right? I mean, this is another cool fact about Soeharto. In the world,
In the
god
world.
damn it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, this is evil, bad, but I feel proud.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This is not good. This is not good.
Because our detector is different from others' detector.
Uh,
The way he solved the problem, the way he covered the bad side of him, right?
He also serve us too, right?
Yeah.
Whatever his cabinet is, even his Petrus is serve us, right?
Actually, yes. Yeah. It made us secure from the criminals.
He also have good intention, right? He
Yeah,
also not
yeah,
just pure criminal.
yeah.
No.
But the way how to solve the problem is a problem.
According to human rights activists.
Yeah.
Kalau according to this
Reality?
According to us common people who sometimes like gore, it's cool.
Yeah.
Because I think we get too much influenced by human rights maybe, sir. I mean,
Yeah, like what's that? That sentence. Yeah, that sentence has a big connection to human right. Right? So that sentence can be avoided because of human right. Just it.
and as artists like comedian, do you support this this human rights activist way to campaign his whatever mission?
For the criminals, yeah. For the criminals nih.
Are you their supporters or?
I think it's not right. I think, yeah. Because these criminals have taken other people's right?
Uh.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So his right should be taken over. He has no right anymore after taking other people's right. So don't defend them.
I see.
I think, in my opinion, yeah.
But
Do you agree?
But what do you think? Is it cool idea to give example, like what the Patos do, kill and then show off the murder,
Dead body.
the mutilation, the
Yeah.
mutilate the head, body with
Mutilated
the head,
victims.
and then throw it on the public just to get a sample. If you do this bad, this is example for you.
This is the effect, the result. If you do bad thing, gitu ya.
Is it a good idea? I mean, is it something that to be repeated in the next future? Is it
Okay.
the inheritance warisan suara?
The heritage, ya.
Yeah,
The
heritage,
legacy. The legacy, ya.
Legacy sesuatu we should resurrected from the past.
The good side is,
Yes, it is
if it is, if it is applicated in this era, ya. The good side is the criminals will be decreasing because the criminals will think twice, 3 times, 4 times to do criminals.
Is it worth it? It's worth
Yeah,
my time.
yeah.
My life.
Yeah, because when they do criminals, it means that they sacrifice their life.
They could be shoot without any content. They could be shoot anywhere.
Yeah.
When they walk and then they shoot.
Yeah, of course. But in this era, media is so fast to give information, to spread the news. So I think the bad side is for children, is for our next generation. So if it happens, they will think that it is a right thing to overcome problem. So they will be sadistic when they grow up. Maybe, yeah, I think, yeah. So they will be doctrined that, killing is right. Yeah, kan? Killing is
Effective.
right.
Solve
Effective.
problem.
Yeah, so if I have a friend who is annoying, I
Yeah.
just kill him.
Yeah.
Because
Just like
Petrus do that, gitu ya.
because my president do that.
Iya, the government, that is an official killer kan.
My role model do it, my king do that.
Nah, it will be bad for the young generation.
But it was effective in China. I mean, after the president is there to take action, just simply kill all the corruptor. People become less.
Only corruptors, right?
It's only corruptor.
Iya. But thieves or do they do to the other criminals or not?
No, I think no. I don't know.
Iya.
Kayaknya yang dibunuh itu yang drug smuggler atau koruptor.
Iya,
Ada
itu
dua
aja
itu.
kan.
Aha.
Because it will make their country have a bad image, right? Actually, yeah. If they have many corruptors, drug smugglers, like Indonesia sih, drug
Ya,
smugglers
makanya.
everywhere, ya.
Yeah.
Iya.
So maybe we need this kind of leadership sometimes.
But only for those criminalities,
criminals,
Yeah, only corruptor and drug smuggler. I agree.
They kill it and then show it to the world, and then when her body or this body without losing his head, maybe
Yeah.
it should.
Because the sentence or the punishment for the criminals as corruptor and drug smuggler, I think are not effective.
Nah, they suntik mati kan, injected to death, or with electric chair. Itu suntik mati deh kayaknya Pak.
In Indonesia?
I think.
In Indonesia?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Little injection I think. In Australia I think some of them is kalau smuggler tuh disuntik mati.
Oh, iya.
Kalau yang pembunuh atau yang teroris tembak kayaknya. According to
Iya, death sentence kan?
death sentence.
Drug smuggler emang iya juga?
Iya juga
iya.
yang kebanyakan sih yang 3 kilo 10 kilo I think ya. Yang kilo-kiloan I think
Okay.
some,
Not about years in jail gitu, enggak?
some of them. I think there's a limit I think.
Iya. So we must applicate it to all criminals, right?
Yeah. Then you have to show it
No
out.
matter what, no matter how big their criminal is gitu lah.
Oh yeah.
If they only do a small criminal, it will be applied to them gitu. The punishment will be applied to them.
What if? Do you agree that showing head, I mean body without head after?
Oh no.
Why? I mean, that's the reality we should face, right? Because this is the body. I mean, head, dead body with bullet in their head as the consequences of death penalty.
For adults maybe
For adult and
it
children?
can be no, yeah. If you have children, and then your children see that kind of thing, and then it will be bad to them, do you want or not?
It's like sex education. Do you get it? I mean, just the in fact is to minimize the criminal. So is it part of education gitu? Something that has a consequences if you do something bad. It's like
But
into the reality.
but not that cruel gitu sih.
Because the reality is world is so
Yeah, yeah,
cruel.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that
Why don't you show them the picture of hell? It's same, right?
no. I mean, hold it. I think hell is different. Because when I read
Religion approachment gitu maksudnya.
I think that's not really a fact. I think true dead body is more realistic for me. I think because they also now watching this gore in game, say
Yeah,
like
yeah. But in animation,
Mortal
yeah,
Kombat.
animation, yeah, animation, yeah, not
I think
real.
they're ready. when real body without losing her head, anyway,
Mutilated.
mutilated as a consequence of something.
Oh
nothing.
my god.
You have to close it with the last thing, still with the death.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
night we like to talk about death. There's so many death tonight. A happy death. That's a good death. A happy death. It would be fitting to write that Suharto, dead, miserable, humiliated, and utterly alone, but he didn't. That's a good sentence. It would be fitting to write that Suharto, dead, miserable, humiliated, and utterly alone, but he didn't. That's good. As he slipped away in the early days of 2008, hundreds of Indonesian politicians came to visit the dictator and thank him for his reign.
Yeah. We understand it. Okay.
Okay. Outside the hospital, everyone from reporters to human rights activists laid flowers and prayed for his soul. In East Timor, leaders asked their people to forgive him, claiming that he had done many positive things. When he finally died, the government declared a week of mourning. That's good.
Yeah.
In the years between his resignation and death, Suharto never stood trial for any of his crimes. He never paid back a penny of the billions his family stole. He remained revered, courted by his country's politicians and international businessmen. At his funeral, politicians from around the world line up to pay their respect. Former Australian Prime Minister Paul Keating even took to television to defend his legacy, claiming that the genocide in East Timor was nothing more than biased reporting. Suharto, dead hero, and deserve and for one of the 20th century greatest butchers. Greatest butchers. That's cool ending. I don't know why these butchers become one of the world's greatest respect. That means there is no perfect evil in the world, including Mr. Suharto is never be a perfect evil in this eye of everyone, in this eye of the writer, I think. Many people still think Suharto is dead hero. Do you think?
Yeah, if we ask to our parents, our grandparents, maybe they will think that Suharto is a hero for them. Maybe. That's why enak zamanku. So they could still respect Suharto when he passed away. But
because it was very long time of prosperous, right? Almost 30 years.
30 years.
That means it was since your father, before your father married with your mother until.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. From 65, 66, right? 66 to 98, 32 years.
Oh.
66, right?
That means your father experienced the change from
Sukarno to
Sukarno, the shift.
Yeah, but at that time he was still 11 years old.
That means your father still knows Sukarno?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, when the change of governments from Sukarno to Suharto, he was still elementary school. Yeah.
But they felt the change. I mean, the change economic between Sukarno and then suddenly
I don't know.
improve.
He never told me about that. He just told me that my grandfather. I never met my grandfather actually.
Until since you were born?
Yeah, when I was born, I had no grandfather.
Oh, I see.
I had only
Why?
grandmother.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Oh.
They, two of my grandfathers had passed away before I was born. But my father told me that his father, which was my grandfather, was the head of company.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So my father's family didn't feel the impact of poor of what or something.
Since Sukarno era.
Yeah. Until Soeharto actually.
What public? What factory?
Factory or I forget. It was about sheep or
Wow, that's
wood.
That means
apa?
your grandfather could be conglomerate.
I don't know, but head of a company or division, yeah, something like that.
Entrepreneur? He has it.
No,
or
in
business?
a company, in apa?
CEO or
Yeah, something like that. Manager sih or something like that.
Did he didn't pass his tidak mewariskan kekayaannya kepada ayah?
To my grandmother, yeah. My grandmother had a big house, and then years later, when I was born, the house was used to be boarding house, kos-kosan.
Until now.
No, it had been sold because after my grandmother passed away, there was no one in Semarang.
Oh, in Semarang.
So, yeah, in Semarang. So my father and my uncle actually, because my grandparents had only two children, my father and my uncle, and then they sold the house.
So who is the original from the Bandung? Who is the real Sundanese?
My mother.
Oh.
My father is from Semarang, Central Java. So I am half of Javanese and Sundanese.
Oh, okay. From there on, you have no relationship with the Japanese, or you still have?
Because I was born here, and then I never grow up there.
You never go to Semarang, or maybe visit?
I never grow up there.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to Semarang when it was Lebaran, when I had a week holiday, something like that. So I never stayed a long time there. Because since my father went to Bandung in 70s because he studied here in IKIP. He had college in UPI lah.
Oh, yeah.
Now UPI, IKIP. He met my mother there, because they were in same college, in same campus, and then they got married here. So I was born here.
Without bringing the fortune from his father.
Oh no,
fortune.
no. Because all the legacy was in Semarang. So my grandmother and my great grandmother.
Waduh.
Yeah, Buyut.
Oh.
I still had great grandmother.
They enjoy the fortune of this Soeharto reign.
I don't know. Yeah, it came from Soeharto or not. Yeah.
I mean, usually as the CEO of a private company at that time, Soeharto, you need to close the government.
Maybe.
The government not screw your business up.
Maybe, I don't know. But I don't know about that. But the life of my father, my uncle, when they were children, and my grandmother
Around 60s.
was
It
still
was 60s. When the kid 60s.
50s to 60s.
During PKI itu?
Iya.
So they are.
But PKI.
They are secure from all this genocide PKI era. I mean, they are secure from this terror.
Maybe, yes.
Because at that time, rich people are pretty in danger at that time. I think there.
Yeah.
So Soeharto dad is hero. Do you think Soeharto hero or villain for this nation as a closing of this this episode?
In my opinion, yeah.
Yes, in your opinion.
It depends on person who felt Soeharto was a hero or a villain. So if you ask me, my family, my grandparents' family did not feel the bad side of Suharto's era. So maybe if I asked them whether Suharto was bad or good, they would have answered he was a hero.
Ah.
He was very good leader.
Ah.
Maybe, yeah,
Ah.
from their point of view.
Because if you are looking Suharto from the
Bad side.
bad side, maybe you are not here. Maybe you not exist
Yeah.
today, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Still alive.
So if we take this article, they respected when Suharto passed away. It means they felt that Suharto helped them during their career, maybe,
Oh
or
yeah.
their life. Yeah. So they still respected whatever the bad news around Suharto. Yeah.
Because they
they-
get the benefit.
Yeah,
When the leadership.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So if you were those ex-ministers maybe ya, or apa ya, ex government officers for example, so maybe you would respect Suharto, right? And you would come to the cemetery,
Respect his.
yeah,
his-
to lay flowers or something like that, yeah.
Can't you? Is it hard for us? Is it hard to us to imagine the point of view of the victims of Suharto crime, right? I mean, how can you imagine something that we never experienced? Like people who claim victims of Suharto, innocent people that get prison because of Suharto policy, something like that. It's hard for us to imagine that feeling, right? Because you've never been there.
Yeah. So if we don't feel, actually we
How can we
cannot
say-
imagine that
Yeah.
kind of feeling. Yeah, it's
Say-
a hard feeling actually.
How can you imagine if something that doesn't exist?
Yeah, it's really hard. Trust me.
So for us, Suharto is hero.
Yeah.
According to me too, because
Nah,
because my father is pegawai negeri.
oh
and
yeah,
that's,
government officer ya.
Yeah, government. And my father is a good kid of his company, of government company. So Suharto Longhand or Suharto boys, you can say that, never screw up my father's life or never screw up my mother's life. So there is no way I can say bad about him because sometimes I disbelieve with all this genocide, this information because it's not reflected to
Yeah.
my personal life. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to the victims of Mr. Suharto. I cannot give you any respect because there's no way I can share this.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
take your point of view and bring it to
Yeah,
to my mind.
Yeah, but if we were victims of Suharto's regime or era, yeah, maybe we would think that Suharto was a bad guy. Yeah.
So what about the Chinese victim? Do you think he's part of the?
Nah, for example,
But he's killed by not by Suharto, right? By
Yeah,
the
by the,
looters, by
protesters.
Protesters, right?
Yeah.
Not by directly Suharto regime.
yeah, of course. Maybe apa? Victims of, no, yeah. Wait, apa ya?
Victim of reformation, maybe? Is it? They only screw Chinese girl, not screw our Indonesian local girl.
Yeah, most of them, most of them Chinese.
They racism maybe because most of the Chinese are
Yeah.
richer.
And prettier, yeah, okay.
Okay. But mostly economy, I think.
Yeah.
Rasa iri dan sebagainya, fasilitas, something like that. But even in Soeharto era, Chinese are not that lucky. Soeharto masih benci Chinese kan nggak boleh berpolitik.
Iya,
Kan?
bisnis. Iya, politik.
Not until Gus Dur kan. Before Gus Dur, Chinese politik is forbidden.
Gross up, apa?
Dibatasi,
Yeah,
limited.
limited.
But why they still screwing up? I mean, what? That's sometimes I wonder, is this someone who tried to bring Soeharto down is really good people or bad people? Because they rape Chinese, they're actually victims of Soeharto's policy.
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe they saw the chance.
Could be. Why
Yeah, kan?
they ruin the life of people who are the victims of Soeharto?
Criminal could happen if there is opportunity.
Could
Yeah, the shop was burned. Wow, we could take the things. Yeah, if the shops were not burned, if the shop were not broken, they could not take things inside the shop, right?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
the mass. There's a lot
Yeah,
of mass,
yeah. So
there's no police.
it means maybe from their homes, I went to the area of riot, but they didn't think of
TV gratis, TV
taking.
gratis, bakso
Yeah,
gratis.
they didn't think of stealing the things.
Hmm.
But when there was opportunity, they thought of stealing everything in the shops. So there was opportunity at that time. I think, yeah.
Oh, it's too deep. And then we'll be back with another show, Insta Story episode 14 next
Yes.
time. Actually, with maybe another experiment like this with different topic, with different discussion, because I don't know how to talk a lot. Maybe at the same time, reading like this maybe will give us new perspective of how to learn English from reading. Maybe next time to writing, something like that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
try different way how so that I mean we are trying to give you. We're going to propose you different area how to be able to master or how to conquer or how to have English skill. I think this is alternative ways for us to propose this language or skill to you. Kind of what I'm saying, something like that lah.
But
Anyway,
yes, I agree.
sometimes with different format, right? Sometimes we teach them, share them with speaking, with reading, combination of reading and debating,
Yeah.
discussing, interviewing, something like that.
The important thing of reading is how to understand the content.
Mhm.
Because if you only read without understanding the content, it's wrong.
So we are now learning from different side, right?
Yeah.
Reading, try to give opinion to others,
Yeah.
try to debate with others.
Yeah, if we talk about this, it means we understand, right? After reading this. Yeah, so it's a good reading. But if you only
Oh.
read without understanding, it's not good.
We cannot discuss like this.
Yeah, if we don't understand what we want to talk about.
Anyway, good luck with whatever you're doing now. It's tight already. Goodbye, good luck, and see you again next week.
Bye bye. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you.